Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my channel. My name is Marion Ndung'u. If it is your very first time, karibu sana to this platform. We love visitors. It is good to have you. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for staying tuned, for being here, for loving us, and for supporting this channel. I appreciate you and I love you. God bless you. Today we are talking about how can you overcome procrastination. Yes, so karibu sana, let's dive right into this particular video.
Say what you wanna say to me now. I wanna wake up with you in the morning.
Procrastination, for those of you that don't know the meaning of the word, it looks so big. It means kupostpone vitu. You just don't want to do the things that you're supposed to do when you're supposed to do them. You want to push them to a later date, and when you're supposed to maybe take care of something and you're not really in a hurry to do it. You want to do it last minute, or you actually don't do it at all because you have decided, anyway, I don't want to do it. Like those people like me who wants to do fitness journey, a health something journey, and you have always said, I will join the gym, but it has always been stories. So what you have been doing is procrastinating. So that is the meaning of procrastinating. So how do you overcome procrastinating and staying motivated? The first thing is you need to identify the root cause. So in the first place, why are you procrastinating? What is causing you not to do these things that you have set your mind to doing? Okay, you have set your goals, you have decided, like me, I have decided, you know what, I want to be regular, I want to be consistent on YouTube. So what is causing me not to do it? What is the root cause? Why am I actually postponing? Are there excuses? What is my reason for procrastinating? So once you identify the root cause of why you're procrastinating, then you start dealing with the root cause. For me personally, it has been one excuse after the other. For me, it has been I do not have the right equipment. It has been I am not qualified enough. I don't feel like I have what it takes, but I feel like I can actually deliver, but I am not really 100%. So for mine is just having excuses upon excuses, and that is my why. That is my root cause for procrastination. Sometimes I just feel like, I just don't want to do it now. I feel like there's time tomorrow. But the problem is, because I didn't do it today, that it affects my schedule and it affects the way I have decided I want to post. So of course, identify the root cause and deal with it, because you want to find the root cause and solve it. When you start from the grassroots, it is so easy to deal with these problems. As you all know, every tree has roots, and the roots are the ones that stick to the ground and they nurture the plant so that the plant can grow and it can have get its nutrients. So you need to get to that root cause. What is feeding your procrastinating abilities and bad manners? So when you cut the root cause, you do not have the nutrients to develop bad habits of procrastinating, and that will be the end of procrastination. The other thing is you break the task into smaller steps. Okay, one thing I've noticed about having a big dream and a big goal, even walking towards the journey of just motivating myself, is that when you look at the end goal, when you have decided, by the way, do you know what, I want to get to 100,000 subscribers maybe at the end of the year, and right now you are like me, maybe 393 subscribers, and it's already August, so you don't have a lot of time and you have such a big goal, but you're like, I can't achieve this. So of course it lacks you lack the motivation, because you are actually demotivated because of how big the goal is. Some of you, it is about getting fit. Maybe you have a wedding that is coming up, you're the bride, and you want to look a particular way, and you're not sure if I am looking good enough or I will look good enough for that particular day, and you just lack the motivation. You know, some of you want to lose your pot belly, and you have tried slimming tea and it's not working, and maybe what will work is exercising, and you are really not feeling it. So you need to actually break down those big goals into smaller tasks. Where can you start? Can you start maybe 30 steps or 30 kilometers or something, you start small. Can I just be walking? Maybe when I'm going to work, instead of alighting at that particular stage where you're supposed to alight at, why don't you just alight like 2 or 3 steps, 3 stages away from where you're supposed to get, and walk the rest of the distance, and start small. Exercise the body slowly, so that you can actually find yourself doing bigger and more miles than you initially started with, and that will be a very good step towards the journey towards what you're doing. For me, it's more of just encouraging myself and just pushing myself to that next goal. Yeah, I've broken mine to just making sure that, you know what, I need to post, and I need to be regular, and I need to be consistent. So because I know that I need to do it, then again, because I have broken it down, I'm no longer focusing on the bigger goal of just getting the subscribers and making sure do I do what and what. Just start where I am at. What do I have? And I'm working with what I have, so that I don't have excuses of I don't have the equipment, I don't have the BCDs that I have been telling myself, because I need to get myself doing this. So the other thing is to set realistic goals. And by realistic goals, can you measure those goals? Let those goals be specific. Let them be achievable. Because if you do that, then you get the motivation actually to move on to the next thing. If the goals are specific and they are measurable. So if I have a measure of which, like, I will say, I know this one I have achieved, then it is easy for me to get motivated for you to do more, and it will help you to avoid procrastination. But when you have the goals not realistic, they are not specific, they can't be measured, so you're not even sure if whatever you're doing is working or not, then you lack the motivation to continue to do it, because you have nothing to look at to say, anyway, I have moved from step A to B. But if you have maybe a way of measuring, and if the goals are specific, then you can put a tick on it and say, you know what, I've done that, done, dusted, done. So you go to the next one, you go to C, you go to D. It's like how to do you do a to-do list, you know, and once you do it, you get a tick on it, and you're like, thank God I'm done with that particular thing. So of course, be specific, make sure those goals are achievable, and they are measurable, so that you can measure the progress, and it will motivate you to do more and to be better. Okay, the other thing is to create a schedule. And I was saying the schedule really helps, because it helps you, it gives you a guideline. I will use an example of my YouTube channel. When I started, it was posting once a week, and I did not really have a specific day to post. I was just posting and making sure that I was posting once a week. And because I was busy, then again, it made sense why I would do once a week, and I would not tell people I am posting which particular date, as long as you guys will wait and see I have posted weekly. But the problem with just having Nyara kind of posting, random posting of whichever day I decide of the week I will post, was the fact that when it came to now being very motivated, I lacked the motivation, and I had excuses, because of course I was busy with other things, busy with production, busy with shoots. But once I put a schedule on it, and I decided, you know what, maybe I'll be posting once a week on Friday at 10 a.m. It helps you to know that, you know what, at 10 a.m. I need a video on Friday. So I have to figure out between my other free days, when of the other days I will shoot, I will edit, and make sure that the post is up and running by that 10 a.m. So of course, it's just you making sure that the schedule is there, and it works, and it aligns with what you have at the moment. Because if it is not aligning with you, it is not aligning with how you are doing your things, then the scheduling is not in your favor. So you need to make sure that the schedule also favors you, and follows and favors the way you do your things, so that you don't also have a schedule that is outside, or that is far away from, like, your normal way of doing things. Make sure that it is things, and as we have said, they are achievable things. So schedule also should be very achievable. The other thing is make sure that you are rewarding yourself, okay? One thing I have noticed, especially for some of us that are doing our own business, is we don't pay ourselves. And the minute you don't pay yourself, you lack the motivation to do something. When you want a child to learn how to walk, or you are trying to make them achieve better and get better grades, what you do is you motivate them by something. I remember when I was younger, my mom would promise me maybe something that I really wanted. For example, if I want a bike for that particular summer, or for just the holidays, and other people have bikes and I don't have, the motivation would be, Marion, if you do, if you get a particular mark in your marks, or you get number something, if it is 1, 2, 3, you are number 3, then I will buy you that bike. And that was good because I felt like it motivates you to know that, you know what, if I get that particular mark, or if I get that number, I will get my bike. So you work hard because you want the bike. And once you get the number, or you get the marks, your parents are very faithful. They will give you the reward. And that motivated us to achieve things. So I think the same thing. It's the same thing. When you're rewarding yourself, it motivates you to do more. So if you are planning maybe to reward yourself, for example, with your next salary, and you're like, maybe I'm saving for the next 3 months to buy myself a nice fridge for my house, and you do that, you save for the 3 months, and you have enough money to maybe buy that particular fridge that you have been desiring. It motivates you to work harder, to even do more, because you know what, there's something else that you want, and you keep those achieving and rewarding yourself, because unless you do, you will not value the importance of work. And I think God was very creative when he added reward to work, because once there is a reward for the work that you're doing, that's why you guys are getting paid when you go to work. That money and that is just telling you that we appreciate you for your time and for your labor and for just spending time in this company, for doing for us 1, 2, 3 what you actually do in your company. So you are appreciated every end month. That is a reward you're given for just bringing your skills and whatever it is that you're bringing to that particular company. So also reward yourself in your goals. Make sure that there's a reward for everything that you're doing, because even if the reward is this small, even if you will buy yourself a lollipop as a reward, and you have put in your mind that this is a reward for doing something, the goal gets bigger, the reward should also get bigger. So make sure that you reward yourself. If you have been suffering from procrastination, like I have been suffering from procrastination, the other thing is you need to admit that you have a problem and you need to deal with it. I have talked about going to the root cause, but I think it's also a matter of just accepting the fact that, you know what, I have a problem with procrastinating. If you do not accept it, then you won't be able to solve it. Accept it, then let's start working the journey of procrastinating. Like, what can I really do? And if I'm doing 1, 2, 3, can you sit down after a period of time and analyze those goals and analyze the things that you have written down that you want to do to deal with that procrastinating, and the things that you will write down to use as process, as measures. If they are not working, change them, get better ones that are effective, that will work for you. Procrastinating is a spirit as well, so you need to also deal with it on that particular level of the spiritual aspect of saying, you know what, if this is a spirit, I cast you out, because there is a lot that you want to achieve, and when you are affected by procrastinating, it means that you actually are capable of doing what you think that you're capable of doing, but you are so scared that you are just deciding, let me not just do it now, let me do it tomorrow, because you're fearful. You don't want to deal with that issue that is there with you. But you need to deal with it head on. So of course, let's deal with it. Thank you so much. If you have been struggling with procrastination, please use the following tips and let me know if they work down at the comment section. If you have gotten this far at this particular video, I just want to say thank you. So use the tips that we have given you if you have been struggling with procrastination, and get motivated even as you achieve that particular goal. I know that you can do it because you believe it in your heart. Start by believing it and then actualize it, and I'm sure that we will do this. You can do this. Believe in yourself. Otherwise, thank you so much for being here. I love you, I appreciate you, and I thank you. See you on the next vlog. Bye bye.